All right, so when looking at letter A, it says, what is your walking rate in meters per second? Basically, what they're asking for is your unit rate. So judging by the video, you could see that I walked 6.66 seconds, okay? And I want a total of 10 meter sticks, okay? So basically, I walk 6.6 seconds per 10 meters. If I wanted to find out meters per second, one of the key components here is how I'm putting that, meters per second. So I'm looking for a ratio that's set up meters per second. So the first thing I need to understand is that 10 meters is on the top of the ratio, and 6.66 repeating seconds is on the bottom. So when I do this division problem, I'm going to end up with an answer of meters per second. So basically what I have to do is the division. So when I do that division, I end up getting about 1.5 meters per second. All right, this is my unit rate. So for every 1.5 meters I walk, I do that in 1 second. So in 2 seconds, I'm basically at 3 meters. And then 3 seconds would be 4.5, and so on and so forth. And that could be expressed in a graph, a table, and right now all I have is the base unit, which is the unit rate. All right, so number one says, how long would it take you to walk 500 meters? So basically, the first thing you could do is just set up a proportion. So if I knew it was 1.5 meters per 1 second, and I wanted to know if it were 500 meters, what is the seconds? So how would I find that out? So last year in 7th grade, you learned proportion. So what you would do is you would cross multiply 500 times 1 and divide by the remaining number. 500 times 1 is 500, divided by 1.5 is 333.3 repeating seconds, because that's what we're looking for, how long it would take. So that's 333.3 repeating seconds. So that's how you would do number one. You would set up a proportion. When you're looking at number two, okay, when you look at number two, you're still going to use your base 1.5 unit rate, but in this case you're going to say how far can you walk in 30 seconds. So again, you set up another proportion, 1.5 meters per second equals, and now you're having 30 seconds down here, and you're trying to find out how many meters you walk. So in this case, you're going to cross multiply right here, 30 times 1.5, okay, and you're going to get 45 meters as your answer. So number one, they're asking you how long it would take. That's in seconds. That's why it's important that you set up the proportion the correct way. And number two, they want to know how far you could walk. So in that case, you're doing the opposite. Instead of division, you're doing multiplication. So that's in seconds. Number two then takes it to another level. It says basically, what if you were walking 10 minutes? So there's multiple conversions to be made here because we're dealing with minutes. So the first thing I would do is I would take 1.5 meters in 1 second, and then I would convert that to minutes. So I would say that there were 60 seconds in 1 minute. And I would do a little bit of multiplication. So, you would set this up and you would cross multiply and divide, and you would end up getting 40 meters per minute. Now that you know it's 40 meters per minute, you're going to multiply that by 10 minutes, ending up with 400. Okay? So that's basically how that's done for number 1 and 2.